Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a lot different than I usually do, guys. I'm going to touch base on some things that I usually don't put on my channel, that I keep completely off of it. Is usually politics and anything like this, because I think that it divides people, and God knows right now this world doesn't need any more division. I'm going to talk about some of the stuff that's happening in my town. The riots, the protests that turned into riots, the looting, and all that stuff. It's crazy to me that we're in 2020 and this stuff is still going on, okay? I'm seeing the whole movement of Black Lives Matter and this and that, and I understand, and I support all that stuff, but here's the thing. All lives matter. Whether you're black, you're green, you're purple, you're orange, all lives matter. And I think that to get rid of racism, you have to start there and say all lives matter. We're humans. At the end of the day, no matter what the outside of our skin looks like, we're all human beings. And that's where it needs to start, and get away from all that, because this one's black, or that one's Chinese, or that one's white, and he has more than I do, and that one has less than I do. All that stuff doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you're humans. We all breathe the same. We all walk the same, except for some of us have pretty bad limbs. But we're all human beings, and this hate and animosity that's coming out it's mind-boggling. Yes, black people have been pursued and had a lot of bad things done to them, but also, guys, I can say on the other hand, there's white people too. Like, if you look a little too redneck, you're gonna get hassled by the cops too. I've seen that. Like, if you kind of look like you're white trash, or you come from a trailer park, or the cops are gonna kind of give you a little more of an eye, and I understand that, and I understand that on the black side. But here's another thing. I know a lot of police officers too, and there's a lot of good police officers out there, and to take and talk about a few bad apples, that all apples are bad, it's kind of ridiculous, and it's moving backwards and not forward. I was raised in my home to never be racist. My dad told me a man is made by his actions and not the color of his skin, son. A man is only as good as the handshake and his word, and you always keep your word to somebody if you give it. And these are the things that I was taught, okay? That's having a good solid family foundation. See, here's the thing with racism, guys. Racism isn't something that's bred into us. It's something that's taught. So if we have bad parents that keep teaching in this, that's where we're going to stay forever. You have to move away from all of that. And it starts at home first. You put a bunch of kids out in the playground that are 3, 4, 5, they don't see color. All they see is little people. All they see is someone that they can play with and be friends with. It's us stupid adults that ruin everything. And that's the saddest thing, that the kids have it right and us adults can't get our shit straight. And that bothers me. I hate people who judge you just by the way you look. And I might not be black, but here's the thing. I am a big man, and I get judged all the time just by the way I look. So I understand being judged and having people look at you a certain way. And, I've gone down the path, and I've talked about this to a lot of people. In wrestling, it's great to be a big guy. And, people cheer you and all that stuff. But in the real world, people are mean. People look at you and they're, oh, he's fat, he's lazy. I've had people judge me at that, and I was a professional athlete. I worked out every day. I was a big man, but I worked out every day. I wrestled. I could wrestle 45 minutes to an hour straight. And that's a lot, and people judge. And that's what this world is. And the day we can stop doing that is the day that the world's going to be better. But it's not going to happen like that. There's always going to be people who have hate in their heart. And there's always going to be people who their life's not going right, so they're going to make and enforce that out onto everybody else. I struggle just like everybody else. I work a normal job that pays the bills, and sometimes it doesn't leave very much after, and just like a lot of us other people. So to say one race is better than the other, or one race is getting more handed to them, I don't get anything handed to them. I don't get any more handed to me than you guys do. And it's it kind of reminds me of, you know, your big brother or your little brother being jealous because you got something that they didn't get, and they hate you for it. And that's not, we're adults, man. We can't do that anymore. And the poor guy who lost his life is awful. And that guy, you know, kneeling on him, that was just, it was awful to watch. And I can't say that if I wasn't there, I would have stepped in and done something to try to at least stop that. But it isn't just the black community that happens to. There was a young white man that had the same thing happen to him. The guy kneeled on his chest for 13 minutes straight, and he died from it because he couldn't breathe. It's happened on white and black. The problem is the media is pushing the narrative that they're wanting us to hate each other. And the only time that we're going to overcome all that is when we all stand together, black, white, and green. We support each other. We love each other equally. That's when this world's going to be a better place. And that's when the narrative of hate that the media pushes and everything else pushes will go away. And hopefully I live to see it, but I doubt it very seriously. So with all this stuff that's going on, guys, I just wanted to make this video and kind of talk to you from my heart. I don't understand it. I understand the peaceful protesting, and I think that is a great way to affect change. But when you turn it into looting and rioting, you become a criminal, and you become the opposite of what you were setting out to do in the first place. And that's just my opinion. You can hate me for it or not. I mean, everybody has a right to their opinion, but when you're destroying your neighborhood that we all live in, and you're destroying the businesses that are black owned, that are white owned, that are Hispanic owned, you're not hurting anybody but us, all of us, our communities that we all live in. So, sad to see, guys. Sad to see. So, anyway, guys, I hope you guys stay safe out there. I hope that these words kind of help a little bit. I don't expect a lot of people to agree with me, but that's okay. That's the great thing about America. We all have the right to our opinions, but we should never force our opinions on other people. Do your best. You know, love with your heart like God tells us to. Love thy neighbor. And do what you can in life. That's all we can do. Guys, as always, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you don't mind, leaving a comment down in the section. Let me know your guys' opinion, but keep it friendly, please. No hate. I won't tolerate the hate in the comment section. If you want, slap this. If you want to see it get out there to where other people can hear it, share it around. I'd appreciate that. And as always, guys, I love you so much. And I'll see you in the next video.
I do this for my father, who I've only seen from time to time in my dreams. I do this for you. I do this for my mother, who's finally clean, no longer a fan. I do this for you. I do this